Good morning. Okay, thought I'd bring y'all along on an estimate. Some of y'all are having difficulties giving estimates. So this is a rental, and what they want is this framework tore out, then the sheetrock along here, they want it all fixed. They want this prep for painting and texture and, finished out. Want these old lights taken out. I don't know if you can see that one over there. And replaced with LED lights. Then we're going to replace, we're going to lay flooring. And in here, they want this old carpet all pulled out for right now. They're undecided whether they're going back with carpet or vinyl plank flooring. So, this is my estimate process. Also, she just happened to mention that she wanted, she's getting rid of this stove and this dishwasher. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm going to show you how to give back a little bit to your customers, make them think that you're great, and while building some trust and everything with them, with a rapport with them. Now, disclaimer, I actually was here Friday and gave the estimate for this, and I'm here today to start on it. So I already know all the dimensions and everything. So and I've worked for this lady for 3 years, so she knows, and she just wanted a ballpark idea of what it was going to cost. And so she was going to hire me probably either way, unless I just gave her out of this world, because when she needs something done, she calls me. A lot of times she don't want to ask what it costs. She says, "Don, go do it." So anyway, this stuff here I knocked one out the other day. It's a 1x4 framework. This will come out in about an hour or less. Now, I don't charge by the hour. I charge by the job. And when I charge by the job, mostly I'm charging by the day. So this is going to take me an hour to get this out. Now, along the walls where they've nailed it in, they've probably done a really good job of nailing it in. And you're going to tear up some sheetrock to get that out. So I'm figuring 2 hours for demo of this framework. That should leave me plenty enough time to, even if I had difficult pieces of board, if I had to break them out or whatever. Then write this down. I've already got down demo. I write down, there's 2 hours right there. And you see this, there's going to be some repairs. Really going to be repairs when I pull these little ledger boards they're using for the framework out. Hopefully not. I'll try to be gentle, but as you can see, we already have a bunch of cracks that have to be repaired. Then we've got to get this ceiling ready for texture, primer, texture, and paint. So we'll be doing all that. So this would take me 2 coats of paint, coat of primer, prep works, you got to wait for your drywall mud to dry. You got to take that into account. So this is going to be probably, I think I figured, I don't have my estimate with me right now, but off the top of my head, this is going to be a pretty much all day job here. Even though I'm using hot mud on this, I guarantee you when I pull these ledgers out, I'm going to do some damage. So by the time it dries, and I'm also here doing other things, so I can get a coat of mud on, I can go and do something else. So I'm figuring basically about 6 hours on this kitchen, and 6 to 8 hours. So I'm just calling it a day. So we'll come down here for one. There's one. Oops, sorry. I'm figuring 8. I'm giving myself plenty of time. Y'all, some of y'all try to do these things in 30 minutes, and oh my gosh, it took me 2 hours. What do? I always give myself, and you know what? Because something will always come up to steal your time. Okay, got 8 hours. I got 2 hours, so I can combine these two in a day. While lights, that's really about placing those lights roughly an hour. So, oops. For those two lights. I know the lights are going with, she's going with the little $25 round LED lights from Lowe's, whatever. We buy them quite a bit for her. I will upcharge the lights if I buy them for her. Okay, so doing the carpet removal, I've got to pull all this out. From what I've seen so far, it's hardly even glued down, so it come out fairly easy. But once again, I'm giving myself plenty of time, giving myself a whole hour to get this out. Probably take 10 minutes, but I'm giving myself an hour. So already right here, I have at least a day of work just in the kitchen. If I go through the install, I've got 2 days. Won't probably take more than 4 hours to lay this. We're going with Allure flooring. Take me about 4 hours to get all this, 3 to 4 hours. Again, give you enough time. I'm estimating 5 hours. So if something goes wrong, whatever, boom, I got a little time. So basically 5 hours you're going to have to estimate as a day, because if you could try to schedule another job after you got done, but way it goes with me, by the time I get done laying this floor, cleaning baseboards, all these little details will steal your time. Cutting the jams, all this stuff's going to take your time, and this is where people really lose their time and money at. They don't take into account cutting baseboards, pulling, what I already know that transition's loose. I got to redo that. So I'm not going to mess with anything else after I get this floor done. So that's 2 days right here I've already got in the kitchen. Carpet removal, like I said, I do that between, really I could do that between waiting for the mud to dry on the ceilings. So not worried about that. Kitchen floor, we said 1 day, which we're really thinking 4 hours. Den floor install. Now, can't give that to her right now because she doesn't know what she's going to go with. Whether it's a carpet, if it's carpet, I don't do carpet. If it's Allure flooring, then I'll be doing it. Pretty rectangle room, it'd be awful nice to do. Be a quick job, probably 2 hours to 3 hours to do that. But didn't estimate that for her. So what I've got is the kitchen floor. There I am. Then carpet removal, we're just doing this so basically I've got 2 day job here. You have to figure out what your day's worth, how much you have to make a day. So all this together, plus I'm adding a little bit for move these lights and stuff like that. And this is going to be about a $1,500 job for 2 days. And that's including buying the lights. I supply my own mud, my tape, stuff like that. And I should be done in just a little over a day. But like I said, I always give myself extra time. And I just work by myself, and this is what I have to make a living. Now, when I go home, I'll use, I don't use no big fancy software. I use, oh crap, I can't think of the name of it now. It's that free software that mimics Microsoft Suite. I'll probably put it in the comments. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a free, and I have a template that I just go in, I put all this into and send her. I told her about what it would be. If it was a client I'd never used before, that don't use me very often, then I send them what. But this lady, like I said, I've been working for 3 years. She knows what to expect. She knows it's going to get done. And now, here's another thing. She had mentioned about getting rid of the stove and the dishwasher. And I said, well, she said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll get somebody to come here, maybe move it out to the curb. I said, hey, while I'm in here working, I'll just take it out for you. I'll haul it off. Oh, would you? Oh, she goes, that'd be so great. Not a problem. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. This goes to a junk guy that lives by me. I'm going to give him this. He'll be ecstatic. He makes a little money scrapping, and I'll just drop it off his place. I've got a place to dump it. This here, I've done checked this out the other day. This works. It's a gas stove. Clean it up a little bit. The only thing wrong with it is, besides the face being off the oven, is these trim pieces on the side. Now I could order all that offline, but I'm not. I've got it sold. Clean it up, $100 bill, and take it to her house. She lives just a little ways from me. Take it to her house. Her son's unload it, hook it up. I'm done. I also have in the past, if something works like this, sold it and then charged for installation, because you have to have a new gas line and all that. Gas lines are one use. They're supposed to be one use, and so I know a lot of people don't, but you're really supposed to only use a gas line once. So anyway, and I would upcharge the gas line and the installation and sell them this. So I'll make $100 off this. Just add to the top of my day for what, 15 minutes work. Pull this out, put it in the back of the truck, take it over to her house on my way home, get her sons unload it, and they can hook it up. Be done. Boom. So, but the lady, her is ecstatic that I'm getting rid of this for her. And that's the little over and above type of stuff you do. To build rapport, build your reputation with your clients. You charge enough, even if that's just going to move this to the curb for her, because there's junkers in the area that come by and get it. You do it, 15 minutes. Some people, no, I ain't gonna do that. That ain't my job and all that. I ain't making enough money on this job to begin with. Well, and that's the reputation you get. I always like to do little extra things for my clients, and I charge enough where I can do that. So anyway, this is how you're gonna figure an estimate. 2 days, whatever your daily rate is, right there. And I know what my expenses are. I know what I have to have. And this is, when I get done, just be nice. Actuality, the mud and taping is going to take the longest, simply waiting for the mud to dry. I use hot mud. I can really get on it. So anyway, hey, y'all like and subscribe down below. Donald, Blue Collar DIY. Leave your comments and everything down below. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer them. Don't say, I got this job, what would you charge? Business 101, you have to know what you have to charge to make a living, to pay your bills. Going asking other people, even if they're in the same city you, what do you charge for this job, is just, it just shouts you're amateur, you don't know what you're doing, you'll probably soon go out of business. So